Good morning, everyone. How's it going? Thanks for checking into this video. I'm here with Michael Woolfson from Octup. Mikey, if you don't mind, explain a little bit about yourself, your role with Octup, and what you guys do.
Yeah, for sure. So we are a startup working in the e-commerce space. We work with both 3PLs and e-commerce stores, providing them with operational technology, really just combining their commerce marketing and operational data, pulling into one source, giving them metrics, insights, analytics, and AI-powered insights that can help them make better decisions, scale profitably, find out their unit economics, hitting cost savings, all that good stuff. Myself, I work kind of leading the whole sales and marketing initiatives and the go-to-market plan. So we only actually launched in January, so fairly new company. And yeah, really working on trying to grow us, take us to market, add a bunch of clients, and continue our kind of growth and trajectory we've seen so far.
Amazing, amazing. And when we first got started talking, how did you hear about us or myself and Breakout here in the first place?
Yeah, I believe it was right when we were starting, probably around January, and I actually think it was a cold email. So that kind of showed that your services work because I picked that up, and we get a bunch of them from people similar to you, but yours stood out for some reason. I don't remember exactly why. And yeah, we chatted. After chatting was really great, especially how um, you would kind of own the process and really focus on results and making sure that you're getting compensated right for our results. So making sure that kind of we are aligned in our incentives, which I thought was really important for me, rather than a huge kind of retainer and stuff that other companies might do.
Totally, bang on. And when we did kind of first have that conversation, what was sort of the state of what Octave was as a company? What did you guys have for kind of lead gen for outbound in place, and what were some of the things that you guys were struggling with at that time?
Yeah, so when we started, we were really just starting to get going as a company. So we were testing out all different avenues to build a pipeline, ads, Google, Facebook, social, whatever, just organic social, paid events, conferences. And this was one of the channels we wanted to grow. We are a small team, so we wanted to kind of have some automated way to gain as much leads in the pipeline as possible. So at the time, we really didn't have anything. When we launched this, it was the same time we were launching all our initiatives together. And since then, been testing them all, seeing what's working. And this was one of the channels that was working for us. I think, especially at that time, we didn't know what was going to work. So we wanted to test it all. And that was kind of how or why we got started at the beginning.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And with some of the work that we've done so far, I know we've done, a bunch of campaigns, a few different kind of targeting of some industries. How would you say, or what's the kind of biggest thing that you think that what we've done here at Breakout has sort of helped with that kind of go-to-market plan for you guys at Octave?
For sure. I think it's the flexibility, like as a startup, and I think it's the case for most of them when you're launching, you're constantly changing who your ICP is, your target, even your product, like who you're going after. So I think flexibility from your end, being able to adjust rapidly and do a bunch of campaigns, a bunch of testing, getting data back, adjusting based on those tests, which was important to us, especially as a data analytics company. We are very into figuring out what works, testing, looking at the data and making decisions based on that. So I think that has been really big for us. Like we actually pivoted in the last few months, changing our ICP and a bit of our product to focus more on 3PLs rather than e-commerce stores as the end target,
Hmm.
and really have been getting strong results there through you and other channels. But being able to adjust to what we were doing as a startup, I think was really important, and getting that constant feedback loop because that's how you can kind of make more informed and better decisions.
Totally. Yeah, no, and I know we've kind of made that change recently in targeting and things like that. Is there any sort of either kind of big wins or kind of biggest milestones that you think that we sort of helped with in these last few months? Anything to kind of note or to mention here?
Yeah, for sure. I think what my belief is with this kind of stuff with outbound is you kind of have to play around, test, 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 and then you might find that spark and find that oil and then go after it. And I think that's what we've done. So the first few months was both as a company, but in this channel, especially testing the ICPs, the offer, etc. And I think for a while we were figuring out trying to get there, but end of May, we really started hitting our stride. In July, we had our best month ever. I think 12 plus demos booked. I don't know the exact number, but
Mhm.
really drastic improvements. And we're seeing that early on in July as well. So really showing that as we kind of figured it out, we've hit the right pocket and we've been able to kind of get the leads we want to. So that's kind of our biggest milestone right now, and hopefully we can keep that moving.
Totally, man. Amazing. And final thing from myself here to somebody that might be kind of on the fence of, investing in a cold email channel or with us and, providing those services. What are some things that you would sort of say or recommend to somebody kind of thinking about either getting started with us or really focusing on cold email as a channel in their business?
Yeah, I'd say starting with the cold email, before jumping into why I work with you, but cold email wise, like as I mentioned when we started, we tried every single channel, and then we were going to invest in what was working, and this is one of the channels we're still investing in because it's working for us. Maybe it doesn't work for every industry, for every person, but I think it's something that is definitely worth doing and worth attempting because it still exists and it can be an automated way to kind of grow that pipeline. Um, I think the key is just, again, being patient with it because it took us a while to hit our stride. And then, as I mentioned, in June, we hit our stride and got 12 demos from it. So being patient, adjusting on the fly, keep looking at the data and trying to find the best way to reach your customers. And that's kind of why I'd say give this a try as cold outbound. For you, I'd say really you work well with companies that are adjusting and being able to be flexible with your offering. You are very communicative, which I appreciated because I think during the first couple phases when we are trying to launch, that's huge. Just getting the feedback from you, which helps lead to our roadmap, which helps lead to our offering, etc. So that's a really big offering, and I think, yeah, the efforts there. I think it's a game of effort, cold outbound, and you definitely are putting that in. So I think that's hugely valuable for us.
Amazing, man. Well, I appreciate those words so much and your time here. That is Michael Woolfson from Octup. I'll make sure I include all of the links and information in the description if you guys want to go and check out what Mikey's doing and Octup there in the e-commerce and SaaS space. Would definitely recommend. Mikey, thanks again for your time today, and we'll talk soon.
No problem. Thank you.